Alrighty guys, so before we start off in today's video, if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on a video. And also go into my giveaway on my channel on my Instagram at Ruben Derham. I'm giving away some free parts, I'm giving away some free pedals, grips, and I'm also giving away something of your choice. You guys can pick whatever, so go into that for sure and just win yourself some free stuff. It's pretty easy to enter, and yeah. So in today's video, of course, you guys already know by the title, we're talking about the most hated BMX YouTuber. So there are a lot of BMX YouTubers out there, Scotty Cramner, Billy Perry, Austin Augie, and those are just to name a few. There's quite a big BMX YouTube community going on, and it's really cool to see that because, you know, you can just search up whatever BMX related content you want on YouTube and pretty much instantly find it. So, you know, it's awesome that it is kind of growing bigger, and it is just what we want to see. But among all of that, there is one guy out there that stands out among the rest as the, well, it's debatable, but he's probably one of the most hated BMX riders or BMX YouTubers at the moment, and this person is Mayne. So I'm sure you guys have probably heard of him. If you guys haven't, he is a pretty successful YouTuber. He has about 650,000 subscribers on YouTube right now, which is pretty good. And he makes a pretty good living from it. You know, he earns quite a bit of money, I'd assume. He has, you know, a deal with a sponsor. He releases signature bikes pretty much like every month. But there are a few reasons why the BMX community hate him. So let's just get into reason number one. So reason number one is gonna be regarding this kind of big controversy that I was talking about before, which happened kind of earlier on in early 2016. So this being, he dropped all 4 or 5 of his sponsors, which were well-renowned brands, for this one little brand that no one had actually ever heard of. Like, no one knew what this brand was. Bro, what is this fly doing? So he had a sponsor with Vans, he had a sponsor with Monster, and I believe there were a few other brands. You know, he was doing pretty good for himself. When all of a sudden in late 2015, he dropped all of those brands for one little brand called Mafia Bikes. So to put a long story short, pretty much he claimed that he was not getting paid enough money from these other brands he was with. So he dropped them all and joined Mafia Bikes. But really, the real reason was because Mafia Bikes was willing to pay him, or did pay him, quite a big load of money, which was basically more than all 4 of his brands combined. So of course, he took that. And then there was an interview not long after this where he basically just kind of went out trash talking a lot of the BMX community. He was saying a lot of stuff like BMX, you know, local stores are kind of dying, and that, you know, pro BMX riders today have a bad influence on the, you know, younger riders. Just a whole bunch of stuff, which of course sparked a lot of outrage in the BMX community. And that is just one reason why a lot of BMX riders talk very badly about his name. But the second reason why he is quite hated among the BMX community is because he sells cheaply made bikes for quite a lot of money to younger kids. So basically, you guys are probably thinking, well, how does this, like, that sounds really dodgy. So his YouTube channel, which is at like 650,000 subscribers, has a pretty good base, but majority of his viewers are probably between the ages of like 8 and 12, so they're quite young and are easily manipulated. So him being the #1 salesman for Mafia Bikes, a very small brand that no one's ever really heard of, it was basically a perfect chance for Mafia Bike to get their name out and get their products sold. So what he does is he sells these crazy, you know, oil slick and jet fuel decked out bikes that aren't very strong. Basically he just sells them to a bunch of little kids and, you know, markets them as amazing bikes, you know, buy this and you'll be able to flare just like me kind of stuff, you know, basically selling kids false hopes and selling them overpriced bikes when really they're just cheaply made pieces of shit. And because these kids are so young, they take the bait and buy these oil slick bikes because they look so cool and blah blah blah, and it's just a mess. You know, it's not cool because when these kids get older, they're gonna realize the mistake they made getting this bike and leave them with a bad taste of the BMX community. And reason number 3, and one that's not really talked about, is that he sells really kind of, I don't know, really wacky kind of bike invention type things that are pretty useless. And just hear me out. You know those little rocker bikes, you know, everyone hates them apart from, you know, the 10-year-olds that ride them around at the local skate park that are also the biggest snakes in the world. You know, he sells those for a ridiculous amount of money. They look like little circus bikes and you can't really learn tricks on those. You know, it's very annoying because you see videos of him testing them out, and of course he's a good BMX rider so he can like whatever, like flare them and stuff. and these little kids are thinking, oh look, I can go get one of these and I'll be able to do flares on it. But no, because this guy's been riding BMX for like 20 years, so he knows exactly what he's doing and he can do that kind of stuff, whereas you can't. And then I saw a video recently of him making this trampoline bike, and it was just the most stupid thing ever. Like, you can tell he knows that it's a very stupid idea because, you know, he's only really in it for the money, which is, you know, the main reason why people hate him is because he's a bit of a sellout. And it was this trampoline bike, and it was really weirdly made. Like, the dropouts were connected. It had no cranks or pedals, so you couldn't really catch on anything, and it would just look like, honestly, if you sat down on it or landed badly on it, it would literally just snap in half. I don't know if he sells these exactly, but like, if he does, it's just the biggest waste of money because you can literally just make a tramp bike by taking off your chain and your wheels. But, you know, I guess Mafia Bikes are just trying to find any way or any product that they can sell to little kids. So to sum it up for you guys, basically, you know, he's making a lot of money from it, but it is not an honest earning. He's just doing it all for the money and all for the wrong reasons, and is pretty much just the opposite of what we want to see in the BMX community. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. I know it's a fairly short one, but you know, I just thought I'd share, not really my opinion, but just kind of voice the BMX's opinion on this guy. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on any new BMX videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.